stretch. Devore, you got this.
The
All
Brooklyn
right,
Nets.
the
My man
Nets.
put me on the spot with the Brooklyn Nets. Okay.
Are they the
Um,
favorite, man? Kyrie is playing home games now, so keep that in mind.
yes, you did drop that bombshell early on in the show. That puts a brand new perspective on my opinion. Um, so let me go ahead and just kick this off with Ben Simmons real fast. So
Okay.
when the news broke the other day about because we knew he had a back injury, we didn't know what it was, and it came that it's they're now saying it's a herniated disc. So that joint is real. So now I'm thinking they gonna be going into the playoffs without Ben Simmons now. But you add in the Kyrie going to be able to play home games and away games, like that just puts a brand new perspective and dynamic for the Nets because without Kyrie, what teams was doing is they wanted everybody else to score. Now
Mhm.
you gotta focus on Kevin Durant who can go up and get whatever he wants whenever he wants, and
Yep.
then you got Kyrie. He go over here doing his thing, and then Seth Curry. I don't like he's balling with the Nets right now when he plays.
Yeah.
So you don't agree? Come on, man. He's balling, bro. When they went out and played against the 76ers, that dude was balling, bro. I feel like he's gonna be key in the playoffs this year for them.
Yeah. Um, I don't think they should be the favorite. In my eyes, the favorite is probably healthy, the Sixers. Because that pick and roll with Embiid is dangerous. That is dangerous. And then you got Maxi shooting how he's shooting and Harden the way he can facilitate. It's pretty insane. And it's crazy for me to say because I'm a Celtics fan, but yeah, that's who I think should be the favorite.
But it comes down to Embiid or bust for them, though. I don't feel like we already know how James Harden be in the playoffs. We don't know what we're gonna get out of him. So
Yeah.
it comes down to where's Maxi gonna find a way to get his in the playoffs, and I just don't see it. It just comes down to Embiid. Now nobody's gonna be able to check Embiid, but it's everybody else. How are they going to contribute during the course of those games? And I don't see nobody else contributing.
Look, I think you should trust the Nets, but not all that much. The Nets are gonna win the first round of the playoffs, almost guaranteed. I can say that. I feel like it'll be hard to see them go out that bad. Granted, they're going to be in a situation where it's going to be the Bucks or the Heat. It's probably going to be the Heat in my estimation because I feel like the way things are shaping right now, there's a chance they see the Raptors. Has anybody thought about this? There's a chance they see the Raptors in the play-in, but the Raptors are the higher seed, which means Kyrie can't play
Hmm.
because
Mm,
Kyrie can't play in Toronto.
He
yeah.
can't.
Yep.
He can. It's actually the reverse. He can now play at home, but he can't play away, and Toronto would be at home, right? So, like, that's the thing. I think that like they might be able to just take the heat because of how much talent they have. But I believe like end all be all, you have to respect the Bucks right now. The Bucks are like 8-2 of their last 10 games. Giannis is
Yeah,
playing at an MVP level once
yeah.
again, but we just have MVP fatigue for Giannis,
Yep.
right? Like
True.
ever since they got fully healthy in the middle of the season, they've been on a strong roll. They just got Brick Lopez back. They're deep. Like they are deep. They are proven. We just watched them do it, and Giannis looks kind of unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen Giannis start doing mid-range pull-ups?
Yeah.
Like, are you watching like
Yeah.
Giannis do mid-range pull-ups? They're smooth and they drop.
That 1-3 he had last night was
I
pretty
just don't like
smooth.
Milton, man.
I just don't. Giannis's game keeps developing at like his 3-point shot isn't the greatest, but he started developing to the point where he shoots it. Sometimes he can get hot and be streaky. We've seen it. He's starting to develop a mid-range game, and we already know what he can do if he gets near the basket. Like at some point, we're going to be like, "Oh, damn! There's no flaw in Giannis's game at the rate he's improving."
Yeah.
I don't think we're thinking about it enough. Like at the rate he's getting better and how young he is, like there's going to be a point where we're like, oh wow, there's no flaw in Giannis's game.
What about
That's
the rest
true.
of the team though?
His team is not bad. Drew Holiday is
His
a
team is
very plus
good.
defender. He's a good distributor of the ball. He's Chris Middleton. I understand that you just can't stand Chris Middleton.
I didn't say
but
I couldn't
Chris
stand. I
Middleton's a
can't
hooper.
trust him. I can't
Look,
trust him.
Trust that, whatever you want to call it, but Chris Middleton's a hooper. Like Bobby Portis was a starter and like very, very was having a career year this year.
He is though.
Right? And he's now coming off the bench as a sixth man. Like
He's shooting 40%, over 40% from three too.
exactly. Like this team is good, man. No one cares because they're Milwaukee and you don't have to watch them and you won't watch them until they're the only thing on in the playoffs. And when you do, you're going to be like, oh, they're starting to do a lot of things that are like, I did not see coming.
Mm-hmm. The Nets are the favorites, man. The Nets going to come out the East. All right. So look, now, first of all, before Kyrie was clear, I had the Nets getting that 6 seed. All right. Because right now, they are only like 2 games behind Toronto. And they 3 games behind the Cavs, who are sliding ever since Jared Allen got hurt. They are a 500 team in the last 10 games. So they're going to get the 6 seed. They're not going to be in the play-in. So we ain't got to worry about that Toronto scenario. All right? So, and now with Kyrie back in the rest of the home games, this team is going to be inspired. They're going to be inspired for now and the rest of the year. I'm telling you. Especially his first home game back as a Net. I'm telling you. It's about to be crazy in Brooklyn. So, and Teddy, 76ers being their favorite. Nah, I can't say that. I'm sorry. Like, one thing, look, this is before they played the Sixers. I was saying on the previous show, I said Kyrie and KD are mad. They got mad. They got mad on how James Harden departed that team. So if they would have ended up to play the Sixers, Kyrie is going to dog James Harden. That's what I said. I said Kyrie going to, because you heard the rumors in practice how Kyrie was going at James Harden, how he basically owned James Harden. And then we saw it firsthand when they played each other. Right? Basically took his heart, guard on full court. People try to double. He like, nah, I got this. Kyrie is, like, let me tell you how good Kyrie is. Kyrie is underappreciated because of his off-court stuff. But you look at one-on-one basketball, pound for pound, I was arguing with somebody about this. It's gonna sound blasphemous, but pound for pound, one-on-one, he's probably the best one-on-one scorer in the league. Pound for pound. And now you might say KD. KD, one of his abilities is he's 7 foot tall. He can shoot over you. Kyrie can't do that. Kyrie has to have more skill to get in his bag versus KD. I'm telling you, Kyrie is an elite one-on-one scorer. And then right now, this year, I'm not sure y'all watch the Nets, but Kyrie is on another level as far as focus-wise, right? Y'all remember that year when Kobe lost to the Celtics and he came out the next year and he ain't smiling at one bit and they won the championship? I'm not saying Kyrie is Kobe, but that's a mentality I see Kyrie's on. Like when you watch Kyrie play, I don't see him cracking no smile. I see him game mode 24/7. And this year he's being more of a facilitator. Now he's not averaging a bunch of assists, but he's sharing the ball more, getting guys more involved this year. He's not that Kyrie that we saw when KD was hurt that first year, when he was just jacking, trying to score 40 every game. So this team is different, man. They're on a mission to win. And I trust KD too, man. KD, I realized last year, they have a better team supporting cast this year than they had last year. And last year, they took the Bucks. Remember, when James Harden and Kyrie was healthy, they not James Harden, he didn't even play because he got hurt against y'all, I think, Teddy. He hurt against the Celtics. But when Kyrie and KD was healthy, the first 2 games, like it was no contest. Right? And then they barely lost after that, and then Kyrie got hurt. And then they lost. Then KD, they went to game 7 without Kyrie and a banged up James Harden. Harris shot terrible that series. So we got to remember that they were an inch, a toe for making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And this team is better this year. They are better this year. So the reason why the Nets are in the position they are in, because KD got hurt. We got to don't forget about that. They were the number 2 seed when he got hurt. like back and forth on number one, number two. So they are legit. They are the team to beat in the East, but we don't see it because of their record, the Kyrie news, and all that stuff. So even without Ben Simmons, I got the Nets winning. And if you add Ben Simmons to the mix, if he's healthy, they're not losing to nobody. I'm sorry, they fully healthy. Ben Simmons, the perfect place for Ben Simmons was the Nets. It was the Nets because you're not going to ask him to score. All he got to do is be him, play defense, distribute the ball, rebound. That's all you got to do.
They are not
Right?
as healthy as you think.
Mhm.
No, I said if he's healthy. Like
I'm
if
saying
he's
the
healthy.
Nets are not as like Seth Curry just got hurt. He's that shooter,
No,
floor spacer that you needed. He hurt his ankle yesterday.
he hurt his ankle or he had an illness. I thought he had an illness issue.
Nah, he hurt his ankle against the Jazz. Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Seth Curry's
Okay.
ankle's hurt. He's not going to be out there, right? You've lost James Harden, right? You got KD Kyrie. That is just like epic one-on-one scoring. And who are you putting around them? Patty Mills having a really good year, shooting the ball out of this world, right? What's next?
Bruce Brown.
No, if Ben Simmons come back, if he comes back, let's say how
He has a herniated disc. He can't come back.
Yeah,
He
he's
I
got
don't
an
know, man. He
epidural,
got an
has a
epidural.
herniated disc.
Look, when they say he had an epidural, I didn't know he's having a baby or not. I thought he was having a baby for a second. When they say he had an epidural. I was like, all right, but yeah, but I think with Kyrie and KD, they're good enough. You feel me? Like, and I know you mentioned Miami. Like a healthy Kyrie and KD, Miami is not beating the Nets, in my opinion. All right, I think the Nets the best team in the East. Playoff basketball, you're gonna need those one-on-one. Somebody you mentioned it with the Bulls, right? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we listening.
Y'all can hear me?
Mhm. Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Can you hear
Man,
us?
this thing is going, man. Like I don't know what's going on. I just know y'all like in and out on my side. All right, but I think you mentioned it, Tony, how DeRozan in the playoffs, the mid range is very.
Yeah,
Oh,
that makes sense. Yeah, he was having some connection issues. He couldn't hear
Yeah.
us for a bit. But look, I agree with the Heat, what he said about the Heat, right? Like the Heat will not be able to take that type of talent, even though like the Heat are kind of disrespected. You with us, Joe?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know. Yeah, y'all were playing musical chairs on my end. Y'all was like in and out on my side, and I'm like, can y'all hear me? Like, what's going on? But go ahead, go ahead and finish.
No, keep going. I was saying I agree with your point about the Heat.
uh-oh. He frozen now.
No, his eyes is moving.
He moving
Sorry.
now.
I can hear you though. Go ahead. You say you agree with what?
I agree with your point about the Heat. You were just talking about the mid-range game.
Oh, KD and Kyrie. You want to talk about mid range game? KD and Kyrie.
My thing with Kyrie is, yeah, he's going out there and scoring all these crazy amount of points because he's fresh. He's only playing in half of the games, you know? So you expect that. And you don't expect him to come out and be all smiley and everything like that because you miss 3-4 games in a row and you only can play one. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to go back on the road. So I expect that from him because he's fresh and he's just practicing, you know? He's not out there playing the games like 3-4 times a week. He's only playing one time a week, maybe twice if they have scheduled home games. So, I mean, that's how I feel about that.
I'm sorry, bruh. As long as we don't have all the attention on KD, I feel like the Nets are going to be contenders regardless. Now we got two Joes on the screen.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. I just closed out the whole tab. So I'm gonna start over. So I think that's what I had to do. Yeah, but now what I was saying, I'm not sure y'all heard me, but the mid range game you mentioned, Tony, about the playoffs. You got Kyrie and KD in that department. In the playoffs, they gonna know you like the back of their hand, and you're gonna need
Mhm.
those one-on-one scores. And you got the two best one-on-one, the two best duo one-on-one scores, Kyrie and KD together. It's gonna be a big factor. And once again, without Kyrie, they were one toe away from making it to the next round, beating the defending champions. So this team is better this year and more motivated this year. And with Kyrie coming back, I'm telling y'all gonna see the extra energy. Just watch the next game. Kyrie might drop 60. Yeah, so telling y'all, but I don't know. I don't have Miami though. I think Miami will lose to if they match with the Bucks. I think Miami will lose to the Bucks in the playoffs. Um, I know somebody keeps saying the Celtics, man, y'all having a good run, but in the playoffs, I don't know. I
It's
don't know
gonna
what
be
to tell you,
tough.
man. Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's tough. You know who that is? That's he actually said that he got an Uber ride from you.
Oh, okay.
But
That's what's the
that's
name?
Hector's little
Yeah.
brother. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Hector
yeah,
LeBron.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Hector, yeah, I like, yeah, Hector. My man Hector. Okay, cool, cool,
Small
cool.
world, man. Crazy small.
Yeah.